Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, has Logan Paul been up to just something. If you've clicked on this video, you're probably fully aware of the drama that's been going on between TommyInnit and Logan Paul for the past couple of days. But if you're not, let me just dive straight into it and give you a recap on what's going on. And what's going on currently is something that definitely doesn't need to be going on. It definitely reminds me of the KSI and DanTDM stuff, the escalation, that didn't need to be where it is in the first place right now, and this is pretty similar with Logan Paul and TommyInnit. Basically, in a very similar vein to DanTDM, TommyInnit made one tweet about Logan Paul's unfortunate prime timing for his commercial. This prime promotion took place on an episode of Impulsive at a pretty unfortunate time when, you know, there was some in real life stuff going on that was being spoken about in the episode. And, you know, from this, TommyInnit's tweet wasn't overtly serious. You know, it was still criticizing Logan Paul, but it was just poking fun at him, making a joke. Realistically, Logan Paul should have seen this, probably ignored it and moved on, a lot like he should have done with the KSI thing. But, you know, these big content creators, for whatever reason at the moment, just can't hold their tongue, and, you know, he responded in a really weird way. That offline glazer with a little arrogant laughing face emoji. You know, from this, you might be thinking, well, was TommyInnit glazing him behind the scenes, and then publicly he's shitting on him and, you know, jumping on the Logan Paul KSI hate train type beat? When in actuality, no, that's not what happened. Logan Paul attached a screenshot of almost a year-old messages. Destroy him, Logan, you have TommyInnit's full faith. That was incredible. Logan responds with, thank you, boss. And as you can see, these messages were from October 14th, nearly a whole year ago. And, you know, these messages aren't bad. He isn't being backstabby or snaky. These are a year old. And here he's just supporting him. And I didn't think you'd be cancelled for supporting someone, but apparently Logan Paul's got some kind of issue with that. Hey, Logan, hope you are post-fight. It was effing awesome to watch, man. I'm just wondering if you're around soon for a call. I'd really love to learn some more from you and ask you some good questions. New video is effing awesome. Logan Paul responds with, hey, thank you, G. See, from Logan's perspective, I really don't know what he gets out of posting something like this in response to TommyInnit. It just shows that, you know, he changed his opinion on him in the space of a year. Something that's very normal, especially if someone's done something controversial within that said year. And the whole internet is backing TommyInnit here because I just don't know what Logan Paul really wants anybody to call TommyInnit out for here. I mean, his friends agree, everybody agrees. It's just a bit of a nothing burger situation, and Logan Paul could have just left it there. TommyInnit then followed up with a reply to Logan Paul saying, if the same way you got a daughter, I also lost to a beef with TommyInnit, I would myself. You know, I think that's pretty like an inapt description of what Tommy said, seeing as I can't actually say what Tommy said in his tweet on YouTube. But I'm sure y'all can fill in the blanks there, or just even go and look at that tweet for yourself. But okay, let's get back on track, right? Imagine you're Logan Paul in this situation, right? You've already made one embarrassing response to TommyInnit that is getting panned online. Tommy's made another response to you. What do you do here? Do you just leave it and let it fade off to irrelevancy and, you know, let people forget about it and move on? Like, you know, the responsible, adult, mature thing to do. Or do you respond with even older screenshots of even older messages than the first one that you did to TommyInnit in response that got panned? Well, of course you do the second option. And that's what Logan did. In response to TommyInnit, he posted even older messages from TommyInnit and one screenshot being from March of this year. Tommy is lashing out because I've been neglecting him. Sorry I didn't chill with you, buddy. Hello, congrats on the engagement, Logan. This still doesn't answer the availability question. New vid was effing awesome. Congrats, big guy. Logan Paul responds with, thank you, boss. Sorry, been mad busy. Of course, as you can tell, Logan Paul's come out with the absolutely life-ruining messages that will destroy TommyInnit's career. And honestly, I could not tell you why this big dum-dum has decided to post these messages. Okay, in your first response, you know, you screenshot year-old messages, but you know, that's one time. And you double down by doing it yet again with even older messages. Just like, come on, man, what are you achieving by doing this? Surely, if you're gonna have a good response, you know, make it an actual good response. Cool this week, Logan? What a boss, busy ass week. That's alright, got some time next Monday, question mark? Yeah, hit me next week, let's figure out a time. Thanks, mate, excited to chat to you. Let me know, big man, I'm well about next few days with a cool face emoji. Sub G should be around as well. Awesome, how's later today? Low gang? Sorry, Tommy, been busier than I thought, lad. I mean, so far, I don't know about TommyInnit, but this paints Logan Paul in a worse light. You know, you're just ignoring a young, up-and-coming content creator, not really giving him any kind of responses, engaging with his messages. You seem pretty reluctant, not even just letting him know that you can't call. You're just, like, sort of airing him. I don't know, this makes him look like a worse person. I'm not saying that this is the worst crime ever, but this is having the adverse reaction. This is just making Logan Paul look like a worse person, not TommyInnit. It is okay, you have my forgiveness. You're about for 20 now? I understand. We are 2 screenshots down, and I don't know what any of this is meant to prove. He looked up to Logan Paul last year, and now he doesn't. That's a year's past, and, you know, who can blame him? Like, I'm genuinely baffled what Logan Paul thought was going to happen when he posted these screenshots. Like, you've got to bear in mind as well, Logan Paul is someone's dad now. How embarrassing is this? You in England at the moment? Yes, sir. Oh, awesome. How long for? Leaving tomorrow, big dog. Damn, I was going to ask if you wanted to get a coffee. Next time, boss. For sure. Also, I would love to get your advice on some stuff. I've been following pretty closely to what you said last year to me. It was really helpful. Hell yeah, boss, I got you. Thank you, man. When would you be about? There's one more screenshot of messages left, and I just don't know what else this could include that would make TommyInnit look bad. None of these screenshots make TommyInnit look bad. Here, he's just asking for some advice if, you know, you'd be down to listen to some stuff that I've come up with. You know, I don't see any issue here. This is just pretty wholesome stuff. Nothing really call-out worthy, especially in response to a tweet. It's clear Tommy looked up to him, and to kind of screenshot these private messages and to post them publicly is just a bit shitty. Logan, I don't know if the timing would line up, but if we coincide states while I'm on tour, I'd love to do a funny stream together. Logan responds with, yeah, that could be funny, boss. Oh, hell yeah. For full transparency, these messages were at the beginning of the year. Still, completely enough time for your opinion to change on someone, especially when you've had such a controversial year like Logan Paul. But what is Logan Paul trying to get at here, right? Like, this proves nothing apart from the fact that, you know, TommyInnit looked up to him, wanted some advice, and wanted to do some cool content with it. I mean, I don't particularly like TommyInnit content because it's not directed at me, but this is clearly just some wholesome stuff, and he clearly just wants some advice. TommyInnit then sent a link about his USA tour tickets. He put, are you near any of these when I'm in them? He put, I'm not 100% sure, boss. Doesn't look like any dates in March. Oh, okay, what about April? And that's where the screenshots end. There are no more messages after that he screenshotted and posted publicly, and I'm just left here with a bit of a sour taste in my mouth and confused why he's done this. This doesn't paint TommyInnit as a bad guy. These were from the beginning of the year. An opinion can change from that point, and these are pretty wholesome messages. He just wants to try and meet up, make some content, see if he could come and watch his tour, you know, stuff like that. This isn't anything bad or anything. I don't get what Logan Paul was trying to do here. TommyInnit responded, why'd you keep posting private messages of me being kind to you? Are you stupid? Like, these are old messages. These aren't anything new, and it's not even like Tommy said anything bad in them, so why is he posting it? It's just pathetic. This guy has a child. This is a guy that will be taking care of a kid. Logan then weirdly responded with, because you beg me for attention offline, then run to Twitter when I don't acknowledge you. Another fake internet kid. This tweet comes off as really gross, right? It's acting like, you know, TommyInnit isn't really a friend to Logan, and, you know, he's just some annoying kid he's got on his phone, and, you know, that sounds a lot weirder than it's meant to, but, you know, it just comes off that he just doesn't really care for Tommy. And then secondly as well, he's talking about, you know, you beg me for attention offline, then you run to Twitter. What, a year later? And opinions can change within a year, and he's coming to Twitter after you messed up about something. You know, especially if you don't acknowledge him, what do you want him to do? Like, either way you look at this tweet, Logan has boxed himself in, right? Like, this was a year gap between these messages and Tommy making a tweet. That's not him just immediately running to the internet after trying to, you know, get some attention from you behind the scenes. That's not how that works. I'm so confused why Logan did this to himself, and I personally believe it's because, you know, he wanted a bit of a win after the whole Lunchley DanTDM stuff, you know? He was just looking for an easy target, you know? Oh, TommyInnit, you know, he's a bit of a young kid, you know, he's like 20 odd, you know, I can respond, you know, I can get a win over on him, and, you know, it just went horrifically wrong. That's what I think, at least. Tommy then said, wow, you caught me red-handed. Now, I have no idea if this is a situation that's going to continue even further. I don't know if Logan Paul's going to continue to entertain this, but this just reminds me of KSI versus DanTDM, right? DanTDM made one initial tweet, and KSI was arguing with himself for weeks. Apart from the fact here that TommyInnit is, you know, bouncing back at Logan and is absolutely thrashing him online. In my opinion, apart from that everybody watching today's video should, you know, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below, is that maybe Logan Paul should go and spend some time with his brand new baby.